Hello everyone, this is Nickredace coming at you with a brand new video. This time we're going to be looking to a really old free game released, you see this, 2009, foreverness ago, called BattleShips Forever. Now, to me, I've loved BattleShips Forever since it came out, simply due to the fact that its style is just really cool, and you pretty much have full control over what ships you make. And it has an interesting, I want to say it's an alright campaign, and it gives you free reign to pretty much make your own spaceships and attack and fight with them and such, including a really nice ship editor and such. So the first thing I'm going to go into is I'm just going to play a little bit of the campaign. I'm going to skip all the story aspects, because I really don't care about the story. I have 3 of the Helsta. They have the beam, they have blaster weaponry. And there's a whole bunch of different types of weapons. Like you have drone launchers, you have torpedo launchers, you have blasters, you have teleporters, you have ship spawners, you have deflectors. You'll see. Alright, so in this one, we're pretty much going out to destroy the enemy bases. I have 5 ships. I have 3 destroyers and 2 patrol craft. All of them equipped with blaster tech because I like blaster techs. These are the torpedoes, by the way. Now, another cool part about this game is that all these sprites can be changed in the ship editor, and there's a good amount of custom sprites, which I'll show after this mission. Now, this game doesn't have multiplayer, which really sucks, but you know, sometimes you just gotta, this is the breaks. Really old game, hasn't been updated in ages. Haven't heard anything back from, but, oh, by the way, asteroid showers do happen. This is one of the beam weapons, which again, the beams also can get custom sprites. You'll see how customizable it can get. The gameplay is pretty alright. Now these are all stock from the game, so I'm going to be easily cutting through them with blaster fire, but custom assets in this game are very well made. You have the ability to edit, like if you press a button that you rigged in custom editor, you can make something like all the like these wings on these destroyers, you can make them like open using console commands, and not console commands, the editor. You can make certain things activate, turn weapons on and off, etc. Really nice editor. As you can see, this is an ally ship, and this is a pretty tough enemy ship. These yellow beams are pretty much shields, because there's a lot of modules I'll show you in the editor that you can add. All of them are editable. That's the main reason I like this game. Everything is editable. Everything can be edited really easily, time-wise, recharge, what it does, the effectiveness, and there's so many different modules where you'll barely, he teleported out, barely be able to find something you can't do. And I've even gotten to the idea of being able to create a real-time strategy game, one player of course, using this. Alright, now we're looking at the editor. Pretty basic editor. I haven't added any custom assets, but I'm just going to show you pretty much how this works. So you got all your colors here, as well as being able to create custom colors. So, any colors are usable. Here you have the basic stuff such as the name, description, which will pop up in the left hand side when you have the ship. AI range, which is the range in which the random AI will notice and start attacking. Turn rate, HP. HP, by the way, only works for this center torso right here. This centerpiece is what the HP is. Every additional thing has its own HP. See, HP, right click, actually go edit, HP default, which I believe all sections start off with like a base 100 HP. So the way this works is you have the body, then you connect sections to the body, and you just continue building outward. And the way this works is if this is destroyed, these won't explode, but they'll break off. And these are more dangerous, like when they're blown off, than any projectile. I've had it. That's one downside is if you have a good ship and you're doing awesome and you're close range weapons, you'll destroy an enemy ship, and then the parts of the enemy ship will crash into that ship and completely destroy it. So we're gonna go into weapons. So again, we have blaster weapons, flare gun, which is missile deterrence. There are missiles in this game. Torpedo, EMP torpedo disables a ship. Particle cannon, rockets, cannons. All these have custom projectiles and custom sprites you can add to them. You've seen those lasers? This is just two of them. Torpedo, you've already seen those. All these are pretty much projectile based, but a lot of them have special properties. For example, Gauss, unlike everything else, has this. This is damage per hit. And what it does is, it, like a regular Gauss, fires these bullets that if they hit target, they don't stop. They go through it. And when it says damage, that's the initial damage of the first shot. Like the first section hit. So, fire Gauss, it goes, hits this, that'll take 80 damage, but then it'll go through and deal 30 damage to the core. And then a whole bunch of missiles. And then some of these, like Pulse, like missiles can get shot down, and blaster fire can be shot down by things like Pulse shooters. And Sidewinders shoot there's a lot of interesting weaponry that you can add to it. Repeaters, just repeater. Pulsars, they fire projectiles that circle the target. And then you get other things, but these are the modules, like Shift Deployer, which allows you to deploy anything. So you'll click this, and then it's like, oh, what ship do you want to be able to deploy? How much energy will it cost to deploy it? How much energy do you have? What's the regen for that? And then here you have the scale, which you can make it almost invisible. You can rename it. You can change its HP. That works with everything. And it really adds a lot. Now everything has an edit too, pretty much. And what an edit 2 is the sprite changing ability. So you have custom bullet sprite, bullet color, custom sprite for the actual weapon, etc. So you have Ship Deployer. Thrusters. Thrusters add an interesting element to the game. Thrusters have it where they don't do anything, but if they're destroyed, they give negative attributes to your ship. So it's more thematic. So like, oh, if you're playing RPing with your friends or something, and when your engines gets destroyed, your ship now moves slower or turns slower. Also has the same, they're all connected to that. Has the same thing where when it's destroyed, changing speed, the arc offset, so when it turns, it rotates a bit. Really, really awesome shit. Now, Impeder Deployer and such is just another pretty much deploy weapons platform. Except deploys depleters. Anyway. And then you have pretty much teleporters. Impeders, which slow down projectiles. Dementia pods, which actually shoot out mini ships that shoot out even more drones. Grav beam pulls ships closer to you. Booster boosts your weapons. It actually boosts sections, I believe. Just check that. Boosters boost turns. Platform Deployer, which is pretty much the same thing as Ship Deployer. Nanomatrix repairs stuff. Golden Bolter is pretty much a bee's nest of very, very small missiles. Deflector is what you think it is. Projectors allow you to create a giant shield around things that you actually get to make. And that's a lot of shit, along with all the different weapon types. Which, again, you can edit. Everything is editable. Everything from turning of the actual turret to how accurate it can be before it fires, to its damage, how far it can turn. That turning is the speed of the turn. Arc, how much it can turn, how fast it fires, with, you know, how many shots it has before it has to reload, speed, bursts, a whole bunch of shit. And then, of course, custom sprites. And I'll show you an example of a custom ship to show that there's a lot of good sprites. Boom. Now it's all red because it is, but that looks a lot different. As you can see, the engine back here. Oh shit! There's an engine back here. You can't really see it, and the reason you can't see it is because I put it pretty much practically hidden, because I want to make it look like it's coming out of here. Everything here is edited. For example, this is a light ER blaster. Has extended range, but less damage. And you can go up and you can make deployers and such. And you can make carriers that release these ships. Because pretty much the limit is how much time you put into it. And the game is pretty easy to understand. Now, earlier when I was talking about this game being able to become pretty much a mini RTS, is you can start off with a builder. A builder would be, I don't know, builder. A building ship. That building ship can build a base. That'd be one of the deployers. Boom, deploys it. Probably have a recharge time on it that takes a long time, so you can't build it all the time. And you just build buildings, which are actually like space stations. Then the space stations can build more ships, and you can select what ships are built by clicking on the modules, specific modules. And you can go through that, and just, that's how RTS. If this game had multiplayer, it would be even more awesome, because then you would be able to have a miniature RTS match. Now, there is a custom mode, custom skirmish mode, in which you get the closest to multiplayer that this game has, and that is, you build a ship that you think is really awesome and powerful, your friend builds a ship that's really awesome and powerful, you can, since you can save blueprints, and then trade them with your friends, do that, get the ships, put them, and just watch them duke it out. That's pretty much it. Cool things you can do is, you know, mirroring, and more editing, custom stats, cloning, and then a whole bunch of other stuff which I just have no idea. The upload to database doesn't work because, again, this hasn't worked in ages. But I just wanted to showcase this game. It's a really good game. I know there's good games like it on Steam, but I can't force myself not to like it. It's just, I have all the options to edit everything I want. In a narrative, to make a narrative, all I have to do is make a skirmish mode and save it. Once I learn how to do that. Just do that way. It won't be like a legit game, but you can make your own RP and such. By the way, this is made of multiple sections. The main core, you can change the look of the main core, and the main core can be changed in size, but it has a limit to how small it can get, really. So I went to the small chassis, and I built this around this because this is supposed to be my light fighter. It is kind of big. I'm going to have to fix that one these days. But I like it. It's a really fun game. The only thing that you might get annoyed with when you start using stuff like custom sprites would be that they do, like, you have to go to effect. Because this is only with custom sprites. And you have to turn disable glow on and shimmer off. Because if you don't do that, woo-wee, it's going to look like shit. Like, it will look really, really bad. There'll be like boxes of orange for some reason. I'm just going to show you what it looks like in a moment. Like custom ships. Now, when I say there's a lot of options, custom sprites that are out there, this is what I'm talking about. Custom sprites. Then, now, you usually start with just stock weapons, just these. What do we have now? All these custom sprites. All of these custom bullets that can replace pretty much any weapon you want. All these flare effects, which can replace exhaust or weapons or flares. Detailed sections. And you think they're just like, oh, there's only like 20 of them. Like, boom. Damaged parts. This. Rocket pieces. Robot pieces. Realistic. It goes on and on and on. And all these things. All these little custom parts, which will make up a much larger, more awesome ship. Detailed weapons, we got those too. These are all custom weapons, which you can add to all your ships. And all of them can be edited, so they can be completely different weapons. Exhausts. Shields. Shields actually work very easy on this game. Once you're done building your ship, just hook up a shield somewhere you like, to a section you think would make sense, and then just make it large around your ship and then reduce its alpha. And the alpha is its transparency. So that's a very easy way of creating shields in this game. You want to go back to wireframe? We got it right there. That's not it. You go here, wireframe. There's masses and masses of sprites for wireframe ships. Personally, I don't like wireframe because it just looks meh. I like detailed looks. But if you're not into that, look at all this. This is all going to be in the download, by the way. Now, I know there might be games like this on Steam. I'm pretty sure there's one. Let me see what it's called. Reassembly. That's the name of it. And I really do like reassembly. The only thing I dislike about reassembly is that there's no master creative race. So no matter how many new teams I add, I can't create my cool, awesome ship of badassery because I can't use any of their stuff. And if you're looking at how to make custom race, it's annoying and hard and a pain in the ass. So if you don't feel like buying reassembly, Battleships Forever might be the game for you. Yeah, it might be older than hell, but if you like that arcade style ship building, ship destroying fun, there you go. You know what? Just throw some lore in there. Do some RPing. It's always good to make stories. Stories make everything more interesting. That little game, just say you started off as like a little pirate band and you became awesome. You started fighting the Alliance and then the other pirates, and then your friend builds a fleet and now you're fighting his fleet, or maybe he joins you. Shit, you have some old-fashioned fun. Anyway, thank you all for watching. This has been Nickredace, and I'll see you all in the next video. Nickredace out.
With nothing useful to say, I don't wanna listen to it. Feeling the deep with the pain, I'm slowly sinking to it. Consider questionable things to try to get me through it. I've tried to push it away, but I always give in to it. Although the taste of the rain and finding love to do it.